How's it going, everyone? My name is Bob's Toast, and welcome to the next episode of Franchise Mode Giveaway. So, frankly, before we get into what's going on today in this episode, I want to make this happen. So, I, quite frankly, think Holpe is awful in Franchise Mode. I don't know why. He's high overall. He does good in real life, but for some reason in the game he always seems suck ass. So we're going to trade for a more reliable goalie. Matt Murray. Because I love him. I doubt this trade is going to go through first, so I might have to make some adjustments, but I wanted you to see this happen. Yep, didn't think so. It's fine, it's fine. Got some shit to throw around. How about a third, too? You're getting closer. How about another third? How about a second? Come on. There we go. Brendan Holpe. A third and a second for Matt Murray. Philip Gustafson. And a first-round pick from the Pittsburgh Penguins. Now, people aren't going to be too happy with me on this team that I did this, but I don't care. We are trying to build a future here. Always going soon. Alright, so once again, I'm going to apologize for being gone for a week. I just went through a week of hell for maybe something that was not worth it. I had 2 tests. It was my week before spring break, so all my teachers were giving out tests and shit. And I had to study extremely hard. I don't think I did too bad on my stats exam, but my biotech exam is another question. Who knows how that went? It could have gone either way, to be honest. So I just freed up a bunch of cap space. That's good. I apologize once again for being gone for a week. It was a very stressful week for me, and I couldn't do it. That's why I released the video, and etc, etc. I also just put out a giveaway on the channel, or at least I should have. Hopefully, please do it. Please. Please, don't be lazy, Kevin. Just do it. So, that's for 88 overall Season 2 players, because, I mean, I don't need them. Season 3 is over. Hopefully they don't release another requirement needing 10 Season 2 players, or else I'm probably going to jump off a building. Because that was awful. I hated my Season 3 team so much. I don't think I've ever actually broken my controllers more than during that season than I have ever. I literally, in a little, even if it was like in a little way, broke all 3 of my controllers. Not to the point where they're like awful anymore, but it's noticeable. I'm gonna have to super glue one of them. Anyways, let's get out of here because we are. Oh, actually, we should have stayed in there. We are here for the first checkups since you guys got drafted. See where you at. See how you're doing. So no. So we got 2 Coyote players, which is gonna be kind of scary in the future. I ran a simulation where I played as the Pittsburgh Penguins just because I was bored with this roster going through, and oh my god, I'm probably gonna have to give out some money this time because you guys were winning awards left and right. Like, I couldn't believe it. I think the Richard itself, when I'm at I think 2028 in that one, and the Richard for the past 6 years were you guys. So this time it's going to be more eventful. I'm kind of sad I didn't put it on a medium potential originally. I guess that's way better. But yeah, let's get started here. So here we go. The Coyotes, we have Norstrand sitting at 65 overall. You have 3 stars in puck skills, 3.5 in senses, 2 in shooting, 1 in defense, 2 in skating, and 2.5 in physical. Next up on the list, we have Mac Attack, sitting at 3 stars in puck skills, 2.5 in senses and skating, 2 in shooting and physical, and 1.5 in defense. So that'll do it for the Coyotes. Gotta pull up my list here of what you guys are on. So next on the Sabres, we got Kessel for president. I told you guys no dead memes, and there's a dead memes. Even though Kessel did almost get, what, 10,000 votes? That's fucking hilarious. So here we go. You got 3.5 stars in puck skills, 3 stars in senses, 2.5 in shooting, 2 in skating and physical, and 1 in defense. That team's gonna be deadly. And that's scary. Next up, we got Bronson sitting at... You guys are all sitting at the same overall for the most part. But, yeah, Bronson here. He's got 3 stars in puck skills, senses. He's got 2.5 in skating and physical, and he's got a 0.5 star in defense. And 2 stars in shooting. Sorry guys, I'm a little tired. Just woke up a couple hours ago. I've been sleeping in since it's spring break. Here we go, we got Bird. Dodo Bird sitting here at 65 overall as well, and you have 3 stars in puck skills, 2.5 in senses and skating, 1.5 in shooting and physical, and... wait. 2 in shooting, and 1.5 in defense and physical. That team could also be deadly. Yeah, that's another common trend I noticed. Even though everyone had deadly players on their team in the future, it was still the same team as winning, sadly. So I kind of hope that changes this time around. Alright, for the next one, we have also 65 overall. We have Batman, sitting at 3.5 stars for senses, 3 stars for puck skills, 2.5 for skating, 2 for physical and shooting, and 1 for defense. Next up on the Avs, we have Stratos, sitting at 65 overall as well. He's got 3.5 in puck skills, 3 in sensing, 2 in shooting, skating, and physical, and 1.5 in defense. So far, so good. You guys are developing very nicely. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. I didn't notice anyone who actually went wrong in the other GM mode, though. Like, everyone, for the most part, actually stayed up pretty high. So I was pretty happy about that. So here we go. We got Beefcake sitting at 65 overall as well, and you got 3.5 stars in puck skills, 3 in sensing, 2 in shooting, defense, and skating, and 1.5 in physical. Next up, we have Mr. Bob Saget, another dead meme, sitting at 66 overall. He's got 3 stars in puck skills and sensing, 2.5 in shooting and skating, and 2 in physical, and 1.5 in defense. Next on the Devils here, we have Airy. Airy, I don't know how you want me to pronounce it. If you see this, let me know in the comments. It's Airy. So you got 3 stars in puck skills, sensing, 2.5 in skating and physical, and 1.5 in shooting and defense. As you can see, for kind of the most part, my voice is back. Hopefully it stays that way. Please, Jesus. My voice has been awful for the past couple of weeks, but yesterday and today it's been alright. Hopefully it stays that way. Because I would just love to, like, not do that every 2 seconds. Anyways, continuing on, we have Randy Marsh on the Preds. He's got 65 overall. He has 3 stars in puck skills, sensing, 2.5 in skating, 2 for shooting, and 1.5 in defense and physical. Next up, we have Elite Axis on the Islanders. You poor soul. I feel so bad for you. Hopefully they don't tank as bad as they did with Chimedit. Rip Chimedit. You have 3 stars in puck skills, 2.5 in sensing and physical, and 2 in shooting and skating, 1.5 in defense. You know, the Islanders are kind of a team that can go back and forth. They can either do super good or do really bad. For the last couple of GM modes I've done, they've done really bad. I like to do a lot of GM modes. If you see me start live streaming and then just see me disappear, that's me. I like to kind of archive all my GM modes. I don't know. It's a little thing I've done since NHL 15. Anyways, here we go. We got BDC Charlie here on the Flyers. Gross. I feel bad for you, man. But, you know, it's just my preference. So you got 3 stars in puck skills, senses, and you got 2.5 in skating, 2 in defense and physical, and 1.5 in shooting. Next up, we have on the Toronto Maple Leafs, King Drew, sitting at 65 overall. You also have 3 stars in puck skills and sensing, 2.5 in skating, 2 in physical and shooting, and 1.5 in defense. And just so you guys know, I will be doing these every year just to give you a little update on your characters. And last but not least, we have Mr. Cooper here on the Canucks. You have 3 stars in puck skills and senses, 2.5 in physical, 2 in shooting and defense, and 1.5 in skating. Alright guys, so that is your little updates on your characters. We will be getting to the start of the season, and then I'm going to be calling it an episode. We are going to simulate here through preseason, see how this little mini team does right now. You guys are ever looking for a little fun thing to do with your franchise mode? Because I know for some of you it can get kind of boring. I like archiving all the stuff I do. For my Penguins GM mode, I archived all my trades, all my captains that I had, all my assistant captains for both AHL and NHL. I archived all the records I had so I can see how, you know, if I finish positive in the end, or if I don't. What else did I archive? I archived my Stanley Cups, my President's Trophies, which by the way, I won 3 of each with Penguins. Wow, we didn't do too hot, but I don't expect us to do too hot this year. We'll kind of see. Matt Murray's going to get adjusted to the team. So when I get finished making these rosters, I will bring you guys back in and give you a little peek at what we have for the next season, and then I'm going to end the episode. So just so you know, I will be posting 2 years this week to make up for not posting last week. So you will get 2018 and 2019 years this week. Both years, both times, you know, I'm going to be discussing the trade deadline stuff in the middle, you know, kind of when I'm not talking about you guys. What my thoughts were, because there was a lot that went down. I mean, nothing too humongous besides what the Capitals did. I mean, I think that was the biggest move. But, yeah, anyways, I'll be discussing all that during the simulation. So, I will see you guys in a second. Alright guys, welcome back. So, here we go. We have our lines decided, and this is what I will be going with this year. I think Hintz needs to be up on the 3rd line because that's what his role is. Hopefully that'll make him develop better than he did last time, because he didn't develop for shit in my Dallas Stars edition. We got Doubt. We got Barber, who came up from the AHL as well. I thought that he could use a little more developing. I also brought up Polka, D'Angelo, and Bowie because, oh, excuse me, they're all definitely NHL ready. Here's our goalie situation. Got Grubauer in the backup and Murray in the forward. Look at that contract. What a good goalie contract. Hopefully he doesn't act like that way this year. While Murray can be kind of bad sometimes in franchise mode, I've noticed that he is, in general, reliable. It's too bad I didn't wait to do this until after the trade deadline, or else I could have Shattenkirk on this team right now. But anyways, let's talk for another video. So here we go. Here's the AHL lineups. Got the Brunicat coming up here. Hopefully we can get him going. Verana didn't quite crack the team, but he is the captain of the Bears. And here's our defense. Charney, Dietz, and Schmidt all came down for D'Angelo and them. And I also made another trade while I was away. I needed Gust of Sin to start getting some time. So, I'll show you the little trade I just made. We traded a third and a fourth from the Blues to them. They got Lewington, I can't say his name, Lewington, and Dominique from us. Another trade happened. Oh, that was a while ago. Holy shit. Right. I don't remember doing that trade. I'm gonna be honest with you. Whatever. The trade happens. So we made some moves this month. And the next episode we're going to start setting, and I'm going to talk about trade deadlines. So thanks for watching, guys. Comment, subscribe, tell me what you think of the video, and I'll see you all again one day.